Hello, my dear students. I am myself Devki from GGN Khalsa College, Civil Lines, Ludhiana. So, in this tutorial, I will explain you the structure of C programming, structure of program in C programming language. So, we will start with the basic structure of C program. So, I will explain in this tutorial the structure of C program. First, I will explain the example of a basic C program. By continuing that, I will explain the structure of this C program. So, you will get to know the each and every component and part of C program. While writing a C program, you must have. There are two types of components in a C program. First are compulsory, that is mandatory section, and others are optional section. The optional components of C program can be skipped, but mandatory sections cannot be skipped at all. So you have to write those components. So a basic minimum C program will contain these basic components of the C program. So let us continue with our tutorial, the basic structure of C programming language. So hash include first of all, I will write the basic program of C, and by explaining that program, I will explain the structure, and I will write down what the component each is containing. Conio.h this is scanf statement. So this is my basic C program. So first of all, let us continue with this section. This section is called a preprocessor directive section. Also we can say it is a include section. This section says that if we want to use predefined built-in functions in C program, at that time we have to include those particular header files. In our programs, the functions can be basically of two types, compulsory functions or built-in functions, or user-defined functions. So if we want to use built-in functions of C program, we have to include the particular header file of that program. So these two are header files. If we want to use these header files, so we have to write the preprocessor, that is hash include. So hash include basic C program. So let us start with first component, that is preprocessor directive sections or include section, we can say this. So this is hash include. It says it is every statement in C program which start with hash include hash sign is known as a preprocessor. So if this statement starts with the hash sign and this statement start with the hash sign, both these statements are preprocessors or the preprocessor directives. Hash include is the type of preprocessor. There are hash define, hash if else, there are many more preprocessor directives. This is include preprocessor. And to include a built-in function in your program, you have to include that particular file of a program. function. So hash include says that we want to include a header file in our program because we need a built-in function of that header file in this program. So this says hash include stdio.h. .h means dot header file. This is a file name stdio, and h means this is a header file. So all the header files have the extension of .h. Thus this is a standard input output header file, and this one is a console input output, console input output header file. Both these header files, all the header files that we want to include must be put, these names must be put up in angular brackets, less than or greater than signs. So these two header files have been included using the hash include preprocessor directives. So all those functions that are predefined in C language, if we want to use these functions, we have to include those header files in the program. Now I have included these two, hash stdio.h and conio.h. There are many built-in functions. Some of the built-in functions we have used. This is printf and scanf and getch. These are the built-in functions of C programs that are used in this program. So printf and scanf are included in this file stdio.h, and getch is a conio.h. So we need these functions, we have to include these header files. Similarly, there are many more functions, many more header files, but for the basic program you should include these two header files in your program. Thus these two header files are included. This section is depending upon your program, but this section is compulsory because you need some input and output statement, that is printf and scanf. Thus it is a compulsory section in your C program. After this there comes a section that is called a global declaration section. This section says that if we want a variable that is to be used throughout my program, there are different functions, there can be different functions in your C program. If you want to use those variables throughout your program, you have to include those variables. You have to declare here those variables. But in this program I have not used, so there is no statement regarding the global declaration section. There can be some variables or there can be some functions that we are using throughout my program, will be declared after the include section. Is it okay? For example, if you want to use some variable int x equals to 20 throughout your program, then you have to use this variable declare over here. So the variable x will be used throughout different functions which we will define in your program. Thus the global declaration sections comes after the preprocessor directives. Next comes up the main section. Main section says that we have to use the main function in our program. The main function is the compulsory function you have to use in your program. The program starts with the execution of a program, starts with main and always ends with the main. All the program of C will start executing from the beginning curly brace. This is a main block. This is a main function header, and then this is a curly brace, and this is a opening and closing curly brace pair. All the main function code will be included over here. Now, if you want to use, all the statements of main will be put up in the pair of curly braces. Thus, next comes up with the declaration section. You have to use a main function. This is a compulsory section. Is it? Next comes up with the int a is a variable declaration. This is a local variable declaration. All the local variable will be declared over this after the curly braces of the main section. local variables are those variables that will be used only within that curly braces pair. After this pair of curly braces, local variable cannot be used at all. So in this program, after the local variable declaration, there comes up with the executable statements. Is it? Then enter the value of a. This is a printf function. Printf function says that if you want to give some output to your program, you have to use a printf function. So the statement written, all the message written within the printf section will be printed on your screen. Console, that is your screen. Then scanf comes with the input statement. This is an output function. This one is scanf is my input function. If you want to give some input to your program, then we will use scanf. If you want to give some output to our program, this is a printf statement. This message will be printed on your console, will saying the enter the value of a. If the value of a is printed on your message, then comes up with a statement of scanf. It will wait, hold your screen and ask for some input from you. Then you will give some input, and after this, next statement will be printed, that is the value of a is. Here the percentage s is a format specifier. This is a format specifier. It says that what percentage d is for integer specifier. So this will print the value of a over here. The output will be the value of a is whatever value you will give at the time of execution of your program will be printed over here. Next is the getch statement. Getch is used to hold your screen for some time so that you can execute your program and see the output. What is the output of your program? If you want to hold your screen, then we will use a getch. You should try your program without using getch and with using getch. Both you can use. Then you will get to know what is the difference between the statement using getch and our program without using getch. So this is a closing curly brace. Here is this is the end of our main program. After this, there comes up user defined functions. User defined functions are functions which are created by the user himself. For example, here we have used printf and scanf that are built-in functions. If you want to use some functions that are already built in that you want to create by yourself, then you will have to use those specify the coding of those functions over after the main statement. This is the basic structure of our C program. This contains overall program structure is preprocessor directives, then comes a global declaration, then comes main section, opening braces of main, function definition is divided into two parts, local variable and executable statement. Every block will have these two components, local variable declaration and executable statements. Then after this we will have a subprogram section, that is subprogram section. This is for user defined function. So this is all about our basic structure of C program. So thank you so much.